This is the ultimate guide to Ekko mid in just 5 minutes. And yes, the title is actually true. Maybe it's time I go touch some grass. Yo, I play Ekko. Like, a lot. All jokes aside, I've been playing Ekko since 2015. I was never obsessed with climbing or chasing high elo, but after 4 million mastery points, I still didn't hit high elo, but I stopped trying to be flashy and started being patient. That's when I began climbing consistently. I'm not challenger, I'm not the best Ekko player, but a lot of people ask me, how do you actually play Ekko? So this is how I play him. Last week, I played just 2 to 3 games a day. Nothing too crazy, just consistent, calm, patient, and I hit Emerald again. It reminded me that climbing isn't about popping off one game and ending the next. It's about consistency. And Ekko rewards that perfectly. I'm aggressive early but not random. I don't force plays, I punish mistakes. My job is simple, punish theirs and reduce mine. I don't need a solo kill every game. Sometimes a better recall, a small XP lead or a wave advantage is enough. Low elo Ekko players don't struggle getting kills, they struggle turning small leads into wins. And that's exactly what we're gonna talk about next. Ekko is one of the best roaming champions in the game. He clears waves insanely fast, which gives you the freedom to move first. So when should you roam? I follow one simple rule: get an advantage in lane, then roam for high percentage plays. I've explained this deeply in another video. I'll link it here if you want to dive deeper. So, technically with Ekko, you can move whenever you want, but I prefer staying in lane until at least level 6. Because once you unlock your ultimate, it's basically a get out of jail free card. It gives you dive potential, safety, and way more room to pressure the map. The biggest lesson 4 million points taught me, Ekko is a cleanup assassin. The biggest mistake I see is players pressing W and instantly going in. They get CC'd, die before using ult, or they panic ult without doing enough damage. You have to be patient, wait for key abilities, let the fight develop, then play with your champion identity. Go in late and you should be able to clean up the fight. So while ADCs tend to play front to back team fights, which is their identity, assassins like Ekko tend to play around creative flanks. So before team fights even start, position early, hover around the area, and look for flanks. If you ever get behind the enemy backline without them seeing you, that fight is usually over. Don't play Ekko front to back unless you're forced to. The macro as Ekko, you want to split push aggressively as long as you're not dying for it. You deal a lot of damage to turrets, so abuse that as much as you can. If you have TP, split on the opposite side of the objective, and if you don't, split on the same side. That way you will never miss a fight, and more importantly, you can move first and look for a flank before it even starts. But if you decide to not join your team, that's also fine. You can dive the defender on the side, and if you can't kill them, you can look to waste their time, force their ult, burn a summoner spell, or even get some poke going. It might look small on paper, but those small advantages are what win games later. Your lead should make the enemy uncomfortable, but what if you don't have a lead in the first place? Some Ekko games are frustrating. Maybe you made a mistake, maybe you set yourself behind. I've been there many times. So what should you do? First, don't make it worse. Now, press tab, look at 2 things only. Number 1, your win condition. In low elo, that usually means a person who's fed on your team. That's the player you wanna play around. Therefore, stop fighting alone and start supporting your strongest member. Number 2, shutdowns. Look for the biggest bounty on the map. That's your ticket back into the game. Don't force plays, be patient, and most importantly, keep on farming. Someone will eventually make a mistake and you need to be there to punish it. And please, don't rage split and die on repeat thinking you're creating pressure. Runes on Ekko. This is the only page you're gonna need because it fits every single playstyle. Let me quickly explain how I build on Ekko component by component. Starting items, you have 2 options: Dark Seal refillable if you wanna play a bit slow with less ability usage, or Doran's Ring plus 2 pots if you wanna play more poke. First, Recall. Cheater at 400 gold for Dark Seal, Doran's, or Amplifying Tome. Otherwise, base at 850 for Blasting Wand or 1200 gold for exec alternator of course. Versus heavy poke, grab boots and refillable. First item, rocket belt for mobility, Dusk for easy passive procs, Lish Bane for burst. Second item, after rocket you can go Lish, Nashor's or Shadow Flame. Don't build Dusk and rocket together unless you're trying to be the next Aloys. Boots, Mercs for tenacity, steel caps versus auto attacks, and sorcery if I don't need either. If I'm ahead, I finish Death Cap, if not, I go Shadow Flame. Third item is usually Void Staff, Death Cap is also great. And fourth item, completely situational, Zonias, Banshees, Void Staff, whatever you're missing. If you want to master Ekko even more, click this video. We break down the essential combos and mechanics you need to know. Always thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.